Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll begin here with a run with Charbonnet. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Now it's Wilson. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And the Bills sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they've been playing well, really well. I mean, winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates.
And now off to the races down the right side. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Here's a quick throw out to Mims.
And down to the 20 he'll go before running out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Jalen Phillips in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3.
Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Stroud. And that one complete to Hodgins.
7 yards there and a first down.
19 tight.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Let's go, let's go!
Now Stroud.
Incomplete.
Look at this Buffalo defense.
this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
10 to 11, 10 to 11.
Stroud on third down now. That is caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter.
Stroud.
Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it in.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
To throw is Wilson.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Wilson. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
The Bills send the punter out, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken right around the 44. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
At the 35-yard line.
Let's go now. 19, Charger, 19.
Stroud now on 1st and 10.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Now a 2nd and 10.
18, Pioneer.
Stroud out of the gun here. He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
And Stroud now to throw.
And that is incomplete.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range, no sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it.
Cut 19.
Here goes Stroud again.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down to come up empty. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the... Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Stroud. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They almost gave it right back to him there with another interception of their own. And to be honest, he probably should have caught that and picked it off.
And he knows it, and he'll see it in film, and he'll see it in his dreams tonight when it's all said and done. But you almost felt like the excitement had been ramped up, and they were trying to get a big play right after that one.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
A short throw caught by Andrews. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Great job of tackling there to prevent the 1st down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Flushed. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Phillips. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Unlock line, unlock line.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And now the rookie's free. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Get it. Third. Right there. Check, Panther. Check, hurt.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 57 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Stroud looking to throw. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Mark Andrews with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now Wilson on second down.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Stroud.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Cowboy 80, 79 Broncos.
Stroud to throw it.
Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Stroud working out of the gun.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Isaiah Hodgins.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bucs would extend their lead here just before halftime.
The kicker on for the point after.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
1 second, all that remains. Mims in motion right.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Operating from the gun, Stroud.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. He'll get that one to Carter complete. So nothing doing there, and that's going to bring up second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Second and 10 at the 47-yard line.
60 Eagles. Take off.
They go play action now. Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On the give, here's Charbonnet.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Out to his left.
And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open. True. So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
The second down throw now from Stroud. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Again, Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That one deep for Hodgins.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 Eagles, 60.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
98 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They'll run with Gibbs.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Jahmyr Gibbs
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Buccaneers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
BILLZ 3.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They go play action with Wilson. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Lewis Seen.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Go check, go check.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Ready?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll go again with Gibbs. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Escaping the pressure right, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Stroud. That is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
So no gain on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Play action. Now Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. The toss out right to Gibbs. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Alec Pierce from 13 yards out. And the Bucs have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
To throw is Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for the Buffalo Bills.
Wilson will throw again.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 2nd down, Wilson.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Wilson.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one, maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bills' first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them. Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 6. And Wilson going to run it on the draw.
It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Here's Wilson. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
19 tight, 19 tight.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Left side, he finds Pierce.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
1st and 10, it's Stroud.
He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Now Stroud.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Stroud looking to throw.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing.
And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight, and this one is going to be a safety.
Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory.